Revelio.
Welcome. Do let me know if I can be of any assistance at all. I hope to see you again. Farewell for now.
I delivered the potions to Fatima Lawan.
Very good.
I can see why you didn't want to go.
I do truly appreciate your help.
Delivering those potions was a bit more work than I'd...
I suppose that's business for you. Very well, I shall increase your pay, but I'm not at all pleased about it.
By the way, I found this book of potion recipes.
Is this Fatima's recipe book?
Oh, I had no idea it was hers.
Some things are sacred amongst potioneers. I shall return it to her immediately.
Revelio. Confringo. Revelio. 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 Lumos. Revelio.
Come on in, son. Oh, watch yourself, though. Let's have you leave here alive.
Leviosa. Lumos. Lumos. Revelio. Hello.
Oh, hello. Whew. Sorry I'm in a bit of a tizzy. I was just scolding some of the plants for spitting and nipping. I suppose it's my own fault for putting more than 4 to a tray. By the way, Beatrice Green is the name, but you may address me as Madam Green. Welcome to Dogweed and Deathcap. Oh, mind. Oh, if there wasn't the constant demand for antidote. Except, of course, for curses and, well, mind you don't knock the mandrakes. Oh, if there's an uprooting, you'll be the next one to drop.
Someone died here.
Aye. Fortunately.
I think I'll just have a look around for now.
Very well.
And what do you have as...
Well, what say we show you some of what's available? Oh, I'm always thrilled when a young one makes a wise purchase. I can tell you'll go far. Doors always open. You be sure to stop by soon.
Revelio.
Well, what say we show you some of what's available? Doors always open. You be sure to stop by soon.
Revelio. Revelio. Lumos.
Have a look around. I'll be with you in just a minute. You're a force to be reckoned with, aren't you? Scaring all the goblins away.
Revelio. Accio. Revelio. Hogsmeade, here I come. Revelio. 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 Confringo. Revelio.
I was wondering when I'd see you again. Nothing like finding just the right thing, is there? Let me know if there's anything else I can do to help.
I was hoping to see you.
You're back.
Finally. Minister Spavin talks more than he listens. Ranted on and on about rogue dragons. Wouldn't listen to a word about goblins. Speaking of which...
Listen, Professor. So much happened while you were away. Your friend, Mr. Ollivander, sent me an owl asking for help finding an heirloom wand that was stolen from him.
He did he?
And so I went to the owlery, like he said, and there were all these statues.
What do you mean, statues? In the owlery?
Yes, which led me to a secret hideout where I found Richard Jackdaw's ghost.
Who on earth is Richard Jackdaw?
He was a student here long ago. Anyway, he told me about a secret cavern. I went there, and right next to Jackdaw's skeleton, I found the missing pages.
You found the pages?
I did. And because Jackdaw had followed the map they contained, when I found the pages, I found the location on the map. Believe it or not, it's a room below Hogwarts.
Why am I not surprised? Shall we?
I was hoping you'd say that. Oh, and we'll need to bring the book. The room is called the Map Chamber, by the way, and a portrait of Percival Rackham awaits us there.
Professor Rackham. I look forward to meeting him. How did this Jackdaw get the pages from the book?
Evidently, Peeves stole them, and Jackdaw stole them from him.
Oh, Peeves. To think it was beneath us all this time. This looks promising. Map. There's Hogsmeade. And over here, the Forbidden Forest. And, of course, Hogwarts. It's magnificent. If only you were here to see this.
Hello, Professor Rackham. We've placed the book on the pedestal, as you asked. And this is my mentor, Professor Fig.
How do you do, Professor Fig? And you, my young friend, see now why you needed to return with the book?
I do. I also see why you refer to this room as the Map Chamber.
That you have come this far tells me that you possess extraordinary magical ability, the potential and power of which will unlock should you prove yourself worthy. The location of each of 4 trials will, in time, appear on the map. Trials that will test you and give you access to invaluable knowledge. Trials that you must complete on your own. Do you recall the pensive memory you viewed in my vault in Gringotts?
You and your friend Charles spoke of the portkey, and of trials you'd created for one who sees traces of ancient magic.
Precisely. Charles is another of the Keepers, a designation we gave ourselves centuries ago, in light of the knowledge that we have been bound to keep hidden. Until, perhaps, now.
So, the passage from your ruins to Gringotts, Everything in the vault, the restricted section, finding this room. None of these was a trial.
They were an important part of the journey, but they were not trials themselves. The fact that you have come this far, however, bodes well. The trials were designed to ensure that the power and knowledge we have kept secret for so long does not fall into the wrong hands. They will test your abilities, both innate and learned. But of equal importance, everything you witness as you complete the trials will inform what you choose to do with all that we share. You will need patience. The trials have much to teach you. It will take time.
I'm afraid we don't have the luxury of time.
We have waited this long, Professor Fig. Surely a few more.
Respectfully, sir, while I do not know the secret you keep, I do know that our young friend here has seen traces of a powerful dark magic being wielded by goblin kind. And we encountered an uncommonly powerful goblin wielding such magic as we prepared to leave your vault at Gringotts. We may already be too late.
This is grave news indeed. Young friend, do you trust Professor Fig?
I do.
Then, in the light of your considerable skill and all you have already accomplished, we shall begin. You will find the location of the first trial marked on the map below you. Whilst Professor Fig may assist you in locating the trials, they may be completed only by one with our ability.
Shall we have a look? I know that tower. It's not far. You may have seen it yourself.
It looks familiar. Perhaps your young friend is more well-traveled than you might think.
As your mentor, the least I can do is go ahead to make sure it is safe. Join me as soon as you can.
You said that you know that tower. What can you tell me about it?
Not much, I'm afraid. I've passed it dozens of times. It's north of Hogsmeade. My recollection is that it seems abandoned. Clearly, however, the tower conceals more than meets the eye.
I'll find you at the tower.
Until then, be careful.
It's time you learned, Glacius, the freezing spell. It is an efficient way to cool down a heated situation. But first, I will need you to complete a few tasks. Once you have done that, come and see me.
Revelio.
Come out before I find you. I won't let that.
Is that the best you can do?
Avoiding our problem. Let it go.
Confringo!
I've seen Billy Wings and Lord Things. Oh, God.
Confringo! Potato!
What have you done?
Accio! Confringo! Levioso!
Marvelous strike! Dare slay one of my own! You will! No!
Levioso! We lived here. Revelio. Confringo. Potato. Stupefy. Stupefy. Confringo. Revelio. Revelio.
Potato!
You'll need to be quicker than that. Was that meant to be an
Confringo!
Rookwoods don't go down easy.
Confringo!
Perhaps you ought to give up. Confringo! Incendio! What a pathetic...
Excellent. Confringo. Potato. Stupefy. Revelio. Confringo. Revelio. Confringo. Revelio. Confringo.
The Ministry ought to loosen the... Perhaps I shall scout.
Accio. Levioso.
What have you done?
Accio. Expelliarmus. Levioso. Revelio. Here's a pleasant surprise. Revelio. Revelio. Accio. Revelio. Confringo. Levioso. Accio. Expelliarmus. Reparo. Lumos. Lumos. Revelio.
Intriguing place, Sanvakar's tower.
Revelio.
I'd imagine. No idea who this Bakar is, mind you.
Over here.
We're not alone.
We are not. Ranrock's loyalists. Around a dozen I can see, but could be more.
Can't we apparate past them into the tower?
We could, but we've no idea what's in the tower. More importantly, however, I'd like to know why they're here. They've set up camp just ahead. I suggest we investigate a little before doing anything else. Let's go.
Well, this isn't ideal.
No, it isn't. This way. And I'd suggest we use the disillusionment charm here. No sense in announcing our arrival. Quickly now. Stay hidden and cast Petrificus to... Well done!
There must be something here. Ranrock said so. There must be something here. Ranrock said so. There must be something here. Ranrock said so.
Revelio. 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 Orders. Directly from Ranrock.
These orders indicate that they're after something to do with names. What names? And why here?
A will draw blood. You explain the stench.
Why coming back this way? Stop it! Your acrobatics will only promote Why can't I get
Revelio. It's more than mere coincidence that we encountered Ranrock's loyalists here.
Looks like we found the entrance.
It's locked. Revelio. An unlocking charm.
Very handy. No time now, but if you don't learn it soon enough, we can work on it back at the castle.
I wonder who this is.
With robes like that, it could be anyone.
Revelio.
I imagine these brooms have been enchanted for centuries. Never seen an enchantment last this long.
Welcome to San Bakar's Tower.
Hello, Professor. Did you say San Bakar's Tower?
I did. Professor Bakar is a keeper you have yet to encounter. I'm glad to see that I was correct in presuming that we would meet again soon after our last encounter. Though I surmise, based on the commotion I heard, that you did not have an easy time getting to me.
We did not, Professor. We encountered goblins outside the tower.
That goblins were aware of my vault is disquieting enough. But if they have also made a connection to this tower, then the threat may be greater than I thought. All the more reason for us to move forward. Downstairs, near the entry, a reservoir of ancient magic, like those you've seen before, has been unlocked. Commanded to access a doorway. I'm afraid I cannot say more. As Professor Fig cannot join you, he and I will, in time, see you back at the map chamber. Remember what you see.
We're going to need to understand how Ranrock's loyalists knew about a tower that once belonged to a keeper. For the moment, however, you've more important things.
Yes, sir.
Then I shall leave matters in your increasingly... That said, be careful.
A reservoir of ancient magic. Downstairs, near the entry. Revelio. 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 I've seen this before, in Gringotts and the restricted section. Must have done something. Best have a look around. Revelio. Revelio. More traces of ancient magic. Something must be different. Revelio. These are never a welcome sight. At least I know what to expect this time. What have the Keepers planned for me? Revelio. These look familiar. Revelio. Revelio. Accio. Revelio. Revelio. What did that burst of magic do? Perhaps I should examine things from both sides of the archway. The room changes when I move in and out of the archway. More statues. Not making this easy on me. Revelio. Revelio. did that burst of magic change on both sides of the archway? Seems I ought to explore this archway from both sides. I need to see how the room changes when I move in and out of the archway. I'll never get used to these floors. Revelio. 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 Don't like the look of this. What a relief. Revelio. Another pensive.
Your ability to transfigure the world around you is remarkable. What is it?
My father isn't getting better. I don't think he'll ever recover from the death of my brother.
It is agonizing to see those we love suffer.
The drought was years ago, but the pain of losing him is as deep for him now as if it had happened only yesterday. He doesn't need pretty pillars, he needs peace. What if I could help him, Professor?
You do so much for your father already.
It's not enough. I want to take away his pain.
It is tempting, I know, to use this magic that you're mastering to transfigure more than the physical world. But human emotion is a potent force unto itself. Even the most well-meaning and competent witch cannot possibly know the consequences of irrevocably manipulating it.
So I'm to watch as my father's pain destroys him.
It is not your pain to take. Every year, a student sees something sillier than I could ever imagine in their tea leaves. Oh, Miss Morganach, welcome back to Hogwarts, Professor.
That's going to take some getting used to. Professor Rickwood?
I was so pleased to hear that you'd accepted the position of Defense Against the Dark Arts, Professor.
Sit, Isadora. Tell us about your travels.
I was actually hoping that you and the others might join me at my home this evening. There's much I'd like to share with you.
That would be delightful. We shall let the others know.
Very well. I shall see you then.
Another memory. Now to find a way out of here. More crystallized stone. That must be the way.
What have we here?
I'm a student at Hogwarts, sir, and this is Professor Fig.
Professor Charles Rookwood at your service. Has someone completed the first trial?
I have, Professor Rookwood. You look familiar, sir.
I imagine you saw me in the first pensive you accessed, in Gringotts. So, you found the portkey to access Professor...
I did. I found something that...
Ah, yes. You will find a similar artifact in each trial. Once you have them all, we will tell you what to do with them.
Very well.
Before you proceed, I would like to speak with Charles regarding the urgent situation involving the goblins.
The goblins?
The student has seen traces of a powerful... They and their mentor, Professor Fig, not only they also encountered a powerful...
I'm afraid it would be wise to halt the
We shall defer to you in this matter, of course. Now then...
Wait, Professor. The name Rookwood. Do you think...
That there's a connection to Victor? Perhaps, but we can't be sure of its significance, if any. For now, tell me what you saw in the pensive.
Before the witch from the last pensive, Isadora, became a Hogwarts professor, she argued with Professor Rackham about using magic to remove pain.
Hopefully the next pensive provides more context. For now, we should learn what Ranrock knows. I will be honest, I've no idea where to start.
Actually, I might know of someone.
Well, it's worth a try. See what you can find out.
My studies, yes, sir.
Before you go...
Professor?
Have you encountered swirling traces of
Not that I recall. What are they?
evidence of the Keeper's efforts to manipulate the power of ancient magic during our time? If I am correct,
Thank you, sir. That's it. I'm making good progress with these tokens. I should ask Serona at the Three Broom.
Spectacular news! The broom upgrade's ready. Ha! Stop by the shop when you can.
I hope you will come and see me about a pressing and highly confidential matter at your earliest convenience. I believe that we may be able to help each other.
What are you up to now?
Please see me after class once you have completed the tasks I've set for you. I would like to teach you Descendo, useful for pulling objects through the ground.
How nice to see you, my young friend.
Welcome back. I've arranged a special price on the broom upgrade for you. I truly appreciate all of your help. That item is of the highest quality. I must tell you, half of Hogsmeade's been by the shop asking about rumours of a broom upgrade. Without the information you provided, my work would have taken twice as long. It may sound ambitious, but I've already begun work. I wondered, would you be interested in joining forces again? If you were to test this first upgrade there...
Sounds as if you're really outdoing.
Thank you. I know this recent success... Report back as soon as you can, and we'll be off to the races.
Off to the races, then. Revelio. Revelio. I know a Merlin trial when I see one. That's that. Settled. Revelio. 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 Revelio.
No, I swear I won't be wasting your time. And I'm grateful for the opportunity, ever so.
Come on then, what you got? It's like it's moving. What? I better back.
That's what I'm saying. He's a natural, worth his weight in galleons.
Go on then, show him to me. I must
You're
have...
wasting my time. Ow!
No, I would never waste
me,
your...
you little
Where's
rat
he
scratch
gone?
me.
Come on,
What poacher can't even keep
Oh,
hold
come
of a
on, where
rat?
are you?
If I ever
He's
catch
not a
your
rat.
rat, it's dead. You hear me? Dead.
I
Get out
swear
of
he's
here.
not a rat.
Amateur.
Revelio. Confringo! Hello, do you have anything for sale?
That I do, but,
Just exploring the countryside a bit.
aye. Nice to break the routine now and then. Bit of a wanderer myself. Name's Leopold Babcock. Now, for someone like... I wouldn't dare set foot in a place like the Forbid. What do you say, my young...
Something to consider.
Aye, let me know.
And what do you have?
See if there's something you need. I shall hope to do business with you again. Pleased to see Arnett. That's been a pleasure.
Revelio. Revelio. Accio. Revelio. 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 Levioso. Revelio. This looks intriguing. What do you have in store for me this time? Lumos. Brilliant!
get on with those tasks?
Madam Kogawa, I completed the list of tasks you assigned.
Wonderful. I trust you became more familiar with your broom through the process?
Yes, Professor.
That's good to hear. Keep it up, and perhaps one day you'll have a spot on the Quidditch team. If Black ever permits Quidditch again. Well, with those tasks out of the way, let us get started. Glacius. Pay attention to your wand work. Well done. I'd recommend that you practice your new spell here in my office before taking it out into the world. There you go.
Ha! Yeah.
Powdered back spleen, I think.
Revelio.
Concentrate on potions when Professor Sharp is so intimidating.
How are your assignments coming along?
I completed your assignments, Professor.
Good. You should be ready to learn Depulso. Let's see what you can do. Concentrate. Do not let your mind wander. You've got it now. If you'd like to practice, and I think you should, perhaps best not to go flinging your classes down the walls. I suggest having a go at the enchanted books here. Well done. I'm glad to see that you seem staunchly determined to master your spellcasting. Still at it, I see. Well, repetition can be an excellent teacher.
Do you find yourself taking certain ways?
Watching plants grow could be so interesting.
I've completed my assignments, Professor.
Pleased to hear it. Professor Weasley will be too. I'll be sure to let her know how...
Thank you, Professor.
Professor Hecat tells me she taught you Levioso, so you should be ready for a more advanced levitation charm. Wingardium Leviosa requires a bit of concentration and a nice, graceful wand move. When executed correctly, you should be able to pick up boulders as though they were sprigs of sneezewort. Feel free to practice Wingardium Leviosa here in the greenhouse. I've set some crates out for you in the next room. Confringo!
Professor Garlick, a moment of your time?
The plants are resting, so now's as good a time as any.
I was wondering...
How lovely of you to ask. I've always had an affinity for greenery, so this situation is a bit of a dream come true. After graduation, I was thrilled to be asked to step in for my old herbology professor.
Oh dear. A shame for him, but it worked out well for you.
Well, he never cared, really cared for the plants, and they could sense it. Oh, you'd be surprised how perceptive a plant can be. At any rate, the trouble began one day when he cut into a Wigan tree. Unfortunately for him, its leaves were hiding a bowtruckle. You may recall the marvellous creatures that resemble a twig. The little beast gouged the professor's eyes quite...
And that's when you took over as the herbology professor?
Well, not quite. After 3 weeks at St. Mungo's, my predecessor regained a tiny bit of his eyesight. Within a week, he claims by accident, kicked a Chinese chomping cabbage, so it was back to St. Mungo's for him.
Fair bit of bad luck there, I'd say.
Well, I felt awful for him, but I dare. Upon his discharge from the hospital, his indifference to plants had turned to utter disdain. He lost what little patience he had left with a particularly temperamental venom. His resulting leave of absence continues to this day.
I'm glad everything worked out as it did, and that you're the herbology professor now.
Very kind of you to say. I do love these gardens and helping my students grow. Lovely speaking with you. Have a wonderful day. Oh, and remember, be kind to your Wigan trees. Wingardium Leviosa, you're a natural.
All of my relatives were.
Revelio. Confringo. Confringo. Revelio. Revelio. Off on another adventure, are we? I think I'll go for
How would you like to learn the knockback jinx flipendo? Once you've completed the necessary tasks, come and find me in the greenhouse.
Complete the tasks I've given you, and then meet me in my classroom to learn Defindo, the severing charm. It's typically used to cut an object. Can be a powerful weapon when needed.
Hello again, Mr. Moon.
Oh, I was hoping to see you again, my young friend. Gladwin Moon, Hogwarts caretaker, at your service. First, please allow me to apologize if I seemed a bit unsteady when we last met. I'm afraid I had a rather disconcerting encounter. Although I hear your visit to Hogsmeade was even more eventful than mine.
I suppose you could call it eventful. I certainly wasn't expecting a troll attack.
Oh, of course not. And from what I understand, the village was lucky you were there. In fact, my recent visit to Hogsmeade is the reason I was hoping to bump into you. I could use your help with something. Do you see that curious statue over there? Watch what happens when that light changes from day to night. Now, if you wouldn't mind humouring me for a moment, see if you can remove the moon from the statue. Oh, odd little contraptions, aren't they? It seems the statue vanishes once the moon is removed, which, incidentally, can only be done at night. Why don't you hold on to that one for now, and I'll explain more as we walk. Ever since that fateful day in the village, those curious statues have begun appearing about the castle. A fair number have been strewn around Hogsmeade. Someone, it seems, is trying to torment me. You see, that day in Hogsmeade, I turned a corner and came face to face with a boggart, or shapeshifter, if you will, which takes the form of whatever scares you most. This one took the form of a demiguise.
A demiguise?
Yes! Terrifying creature that can see the future. Wholly unnerving. I encountered one when I was a lad in Korea. Terrible experience. Those statues are demiguises. The moons, I assume, are an uninspired play on my name. Some jackanapes used a boggart to learn my greatest fear and use it against me. I have my suspicion as to the scoundrel or scoundrels responsible. It is my hope that they will slip up and reveal themselves as the statues disappear. That is why I need your help in removing the statues.
Why me?
A couple of reasons, frankly. Second, as macabre and hideous as a demiguise is, you, however, have seen how they affect me. I'm at my wit's end, young friend. In fact, I know of 2 statues right here in the faculty tower. Perhaps you could start simply by removing them.
Why would I do this?
Oh, rest assured, there's very little risk, and first, you know how to cast a next, you'll notice...
But what about curfew?
Curfew? Oh, tosh! I sense you're a bit like me when I was your age. And I took advantage of it. Now, you'll find one statue in the prefect's bathroom, and the other in...
Alohomora.
Well done! You're in. Remember, use a disillusionment charm so no one claps eyes on you. This is a restricted area of the castle, after all.
Alohomora. Revelio. Hello, Amora. Revelio. Revelio.
How are your students getting on this year?
Rather poorly.
Revelio.
Is that so?
We're raising a generation of coddled cake flappers who can scarcely tell the difference between aconite and asphodel.
Yes, well, it's still early. Perhaps they'll improve.
You say that every year, Matilda.
Any students in the faculty tower will make themselves known immediately.
Revelio. Leviosa. Alohomora. This must be the prefect's bathroom. Revelio.
Stirring up trouble.
Hello, Amora.
Goblins alone. Prefect that way. I'm a prefect too, you twit. That's it. 50 house points. You know you can't do that.
balls to send them my way, though. Well, I suppose I should begin my rounds now.
I suppose Professor Black knows best, but the students are terribly disappointed about Quidditch being cancelled.
Huh. I had planned to bet a few galleons on Hufflepuff this season.
Revelio.
What was what?
I thought I heard something. Perhaps not. Anyway, I had high hopes for Hufflepuff. I was finally going to learn the Quidditch rules.
It's a majestic sport. Encompasses the whole of the human condition.
Hello, Mr. Moon. I have the moons you asked me to collect.
Oh, goodness! You're as fearless as I'd hoped. An excellent start. If we can collect more, it may shed some light on who's behind all this. Of course, I first suspected Peeves. He drove the previous caretaker, Rancorous Carp, to an early retirement with his intolerable buffoonery. But that does not explain the boggart in Hogsmeade, does it? No. I am determined, with your help, to discover the identity of my tormentor.
It's definitely intriguing. I'd like to help you solve this mystery.
You, my friend, are a gentle person and a scholar, and I have something to offer in exchange for your assistance. Now, remember, the moons are only retrievable at night. Thus, I encourage you to use a disillusionment when necessary.
How many statues are there to find?
I don't know precisely, but I've spotted dozens. Seems they're everywhere I look. You have your work cut out for you, if you were to ever unravel their meaning.
Understood. I shall keep an eye out.
I appreciate that. Oh, and I knew you were the one to ask for help. Keep at it so we can solve this mystery.
Revelio. Hello, Mr. Moon.
Oh, greetings!
I actually have some...
Oh, thank you.
Where should I look?
All of my usual haunts. Here in the castle, in Hogsmeade. Oh, my tormentor.
I'll keep an eye...
You are to be commended.
Mine now, demiguys. Confringo.
Handy resource indeed, your field guide. I'm most pleased to be included.
Alohomora. Revelio. Alohomora. Alohomora. Revelio. Revelio. Alohomora. Revelio.
Thank you.